Welcome to week 5. This is going to be the week 5 lab prep video. So in lab this week we're talking about air pressure and winds. We're going to be using this online media that we have courtesy of Frank Grenshaw. He has let us use it for our meteorology class. So after you go outside and measure the wind speed, wind direction out at your individual group weather station, you will be using this online media to report various conditions across the country. So your lab has a table that you're going to complete. On this map we see lots of little green dots. If you scroll over each green dot, up in the upper left corner you'll see where you are and the code that you will look for on your lab. So you'll also see these white lines. Those white lines are isobars, as you can see down here. Isobars are equal lines of pressure, and they are all labeled. I think there is one typo in here somewhere that I can never find. So keep that in mind. You have two dates, April 1st. That's the map that we're on right now. That's why it's white. We're at the surface map. If we click on this map satellite image, it will stay on April 1st and show you what the cloud cover looks like. We can go back to our surface map. We can switch to April 2nd. If I click April 2nd, it brings us over. And then you can also click on the satellite image for April 1st, or April 2nd, sorry. So you're going to start with April 1st. We're going to start with our surface map. And you're going to be completing the chart and listing the air pressure, the cloud cover, the wind speed, and the wind direction for all of these stations. So let's say we scroll over Omaha, Nebraska. If you click on Omaha, Nebraska, you'll see a force diagram pop up. This should look familiar from the lecture videos. And each of these colored lines on here corresponds to these different acronyms, and you can find a key for that down here. If you have trouble viewing this, please let me know. If we look here, this is going to tell us a lot of information. So first thing we're going to determine is the air pressure. We find that by following these isobars. So our station, it looks like it's in between the 116 and the 112 isobar line. You could say that that might be 114 or 115 as far as pressure goes. So you're going to record the actual number for air pressure. And then when you get the cloud cover, you're going to click on the satellite image and you're going to see where your station is, and you're going to say, okay, around that station, what's our cloud cover? Is it clear? Is it cloudy? Is it partially cloudy? So those are the three things you're going to use: clear, cloudy, and partially cloudy. We go back to our surface map to determine our wind speed, and our wind speed is directly related to those isobars. So the bigger the pressure gradient, or the difference in pressure from one place to another, the faster the winds are going to travel through that area. So the closer your isobars are together means that you have a big change in pressure from one place to another, and that means your speed's going to be high. Whereas if your pressure or isobars are far apart, that means you have a low pressure change, a low pressure gradient, and your wind speeds are going to be slower. So all you're going to be reporting is slow, moderate, or fast for wind speed, and that's using those isobars. Wind direction, you're going to use a little force diagram here. On the key at the bottom, you see that the look at all these different things. We have the pressure gradient force, we have the Coriolis force, friction, and then we have airflow. So airflow is AF, which is the yellow arrow on your force diagram here, and that is pointing you in the direction that the wind is blowing. So it's blowing kind of in the northwest direction, but wind direction is not reported in the direction that the air is blowing to, but it's reported in the direction that the wind is coming from. So in this case here, you're going to say, okay, I see the wind is traveling to the northwest, but it's coming from the southeast. And so you'll write southeast for that wind direction. And then you'll continue to do that for every single station. If you want to get back, you click Show All Stations, and you get back to your original map. So you'll fill out the chart for both April 1st and April 2nd and answer the questions. Let me know if you have any questions while you complete this.